my name is Kelly Martin. I'm an independently and traditionally published author of more than 30 books, and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing my mid-year goal update, and we're doing the Camp Nano prep video. I'm doing Camp Nano in July, which is next month, and I want to tell you my plans and what I'm expecting to do. Now, my goals this year can go into 3 categories: reading, writing, and personal. We'll see how I did on them. On my first category of reading, on Goodreads, I put that I was going to read 50 books this year. Last year, I put that I was going to read 20 books, and I made it. I read 21. So I was like, if I read 21 books, obviously I can read 50. So my goal this year was 50. Right now, it's June 22nd, and I've read 15 books. So I'm getting there. I'm not close. I was gonna say I'm close, but I'm not close. I'm not close at all. So I'm either gonna cut my goal down to 30, or I'm going to just read a bunch of books. So I'm not real sure which way that's going to be. So the goal was 50. Reality is 15. We still got time. My second goal is a writing goal. And I was, for some reason, back in December when I made all these goals, I was very pumped on doing things. And like I said, I was going to read 50 books. I was also going to release 9 books, which is not something out of the ordinary for me. For a few years, I would release 7 or 8 books every year. So I was going to do 9. I was going to do under my pen name, which is Martie Kay, and my regular name, which is Kelly Martin. Martie Kay writes sweet romance, and Kelly Martin writes scary books. So I put out 2 Martie Kay books and 1 Kelly Martin book. So that's 3 books out of the 9. And then in, I guess it was April, I was just like, I can't. So if you've seen my video, and I'll link it, where I give you permission, I had to give myself permission to just take a year off from actually publishing, not writing. I'm not taking a year off from writing, and that'll be, I'll tell you about that in another video. But I have taken a year off from actually putting books out. That doesn't mean I won't put books out, because who knows? The independently self-published side of me can be like, oh, I'm almost finished with a Martie Kay book, and I'm almost finished with a Kelly Martin book. So I may decide that I want to put those books out before the end of the year. And I think that just depends on, how things are going. So the goal was 9 books. Reality mid-year, 3. And my last goal is a personal goal. And the personal goal was my 1 word for the year, which was create. I wanted, not creative. I made sure to make that distinction. And I'll leave that in the cards to my 2019 word of the year, which is create. Not creative. Create. I thought creative was a little bit too stressful to be creative. It's easier to create, I think, than to be creative. I don't know, it may just be me. But I actually think I have done well with this goal. I've came back to YouTube, made more videos. I've done more Instagram. And a lot of people might not think that's very creative, but I think it is. So I'm counting it. I finished a middle grade book, writing a middle grade book, and I've started this Grumpy Angel book. So I am being creative, I am creating things, not being creative. And I think this is actually 1 goal that I can give myself a big thumbs up on. So the goal was to create. In reality, I have created. Ding, 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 yay me. So that was my goal wrap up for the mid-year. It had some highs, it had some lows, but it is what it is. I'm not sad about it. So now is my Camp Nano prep part of the video. Now, if you don't know what Camp Nano is, NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month, and that's every November. I wrote my first book, Crossing the Deep, was a NaNoWriMo book I wrote during November of 2011, and I've been writing ever since. So, instead of having things in November, which they still do, there's 2 camps. There's Camp Nano in April, and there's Camp Nano in July. So this year I'm doing Camp Nano in July, which is next month, and my goal is to finish the Grumpy Angel book. Now, I've been thinking about this a lot, actually. That's kind of why I've been waiting to do my July Nano prep video, because I have kind of 2 thoughts on it. My Grumpy Angel book, I'm 34,000 words into it. I have 30-ish thousand more to go. So I'm thinking that that's going to be my count book, and my goal for July is 30,000 words. Get the book written. There we go. Another thing I'm thinking of is to scrap the Grumpy Angel book and start a new project. Now, the me part of it thinks that I should finish the Grumpy Angel book because it's a really good book and I like it. It's just not as scary as my normal books, which would probably make some people kind of happy. So actually, what I thought about this at lunch today. I thought about making like a scary meter on my website and put like, this book is, have like 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 or 1 to something, and have like, this book is a 5 on the scary meter. This book is a 1 on the scary meter. This book is a 10 on the scary meter. This book is a, 3 on the scary meter. So people will know, oh, I can handle this book. I can handle that book. I don't write gory, but there's some pretty scary books. My middle grade, my beta reader, Rachel, who is wonderful, and I love Rachel, she sent me a message that was like, what have I ever done to you? This is the scariest book I've ever read, and it's middle grade, So, we're going to have to kind of, I think that's what I'm going to do, because I keep having book ideas, but I'm like, oh, that's either not a haunted house book, or it's not as scary, or, things. So I think if I have like a scary scale, then that would actually help. It would help me. It would probably help the readers too, but I know it would help me. So that's it. That's today's video. It's my mid-year goal report. We went through my reading, my writing, and my personal. And we went through my Camp Nano July goals, which I do think, now that I've sat here and talked about it, I think I'm going to do the Grumpy Angel book, finish it up, because I like the story. I don't like leaving characters hanging. And where I've left them at 34,000 words, they're pretty, they need some help. So I think I'm going to finish that up in July, and then we're going to kind of see where everything else goes. I'm also querying the middle grade book. So I'm not self-publishing it. So if it doesn't get picked up, then you're not going to get to read it. So I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, good thoughts, prayers, whatever you want to give to this little book, I would appreciate it, because I love this book. And I love writing middle grade horror. I think it's really fun, and ghost stories are awesome. And yeah, I want to add that to the list of things I've done. Be sure to subscribe if you've not subscribed. Be sure to give this video a like if it was anything that you enjoyed. Click the notification bell when you want to be notified when I've made videos. I make videos 1 to 2 times a week, usually on Mondays. And I will see you in the next video. Bye! Let's start all that over. And we did my Camp July Nano goals. No, Camp July. No. Be sure to subscribe if you've not already subscribed.